Yo, what is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. It is so good to see you. And sadly, unfortunately, it looks like we are having a bit of a bummer Monday. Monday Bumday is what we'll go with. Red candles all around except for our beloved SPS. Oh, let me plug my phone in here so this thing doesn't die and I can continue monitoring the stream. We'll get into it in a second. I just want to make sure all the live streams all around look good. We're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube, and I guess that's it. So I'll give folks a minute to come in, say hello. All right, so where we at? Bitcoin dropped. We were over 69K over the weekend, and yes, I did take some time off over the weekend, so no live streams. I think I only put like one video out, as if that's oh man, crazy. But I had a fantastic time. The weather here has been phenomenal, and I really enjoyed the weekend being outdoors, out and about. So hopefully you guys had a chance to do the same. But we are back at it on this. Actually, it's another beautiful Monday morning. Or it's not even morning anymore. I guess technically for me, it's afternoon. And you know, I saw SPS at 0.0088 this morning before, of course, Bitcoin decided to take a little bit of a dip. So we were at 69K, over 69K. I think we crossed it last night. And then of course we can go look at the candle. Let's see. Should we open up Coin Market Cap? Yeah, why not? I need to delete CoinGecko from my history. I can't even remember why, but I don't like CoinGecko anymore. And so I don't even want it to come up as a suggestion because Coin G comes up before Coin M, right? Just alphabetically. And so every time I type in coin, it always gives me CoinGecko. So I need to strike it from the record. Oh, look at this. Bitcoin recovering a little bit. 67. Weren't we below 60? Okay, so hold on. This is the 1 day, right? So we were trying a little bit of an uptrend, then we went back below. We're trying another uptrend right now. We'll see if that works. For people that are following, though, let me see. Oddly enough, even with this dip, MicroStrategy is still sitting at $216. How wild is that? How wild is that? Okay, so we got that going on. Let me get back to SPS. So SPS holding quite well. Vouchers on the decline once again. I don't know that this, you know, I don't know that there's going to be anything that holds vouchers. I mean, the next card needs to be like fan-freaking-tastic, because we're just printing vouchers out the wazoo right now. And even with Mana Warden, I won a battle with Mana Warden. I'm pretty sure he's the one that won it for me. With my level 1 Mana Warden. See, there's so many available for sale right now. Still. At 12 cents. So you know what's interesting here? You know what I actually think is happening? And this is not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, shoot. You know what I should do? I should go for a gold foil Mana Warden. $1.86? It kind of like covers my bases here, because then I get the ability, I get the gold foil, I get the promo. But as we saw from like Steve a little while ago, a couple streams ago, you know, he's trying to build up his gold foil, so that's why he keeps buying them from the store rather than from the marketplace, which is interesting. But hold up. Let me measure something here, because now I'm curious. So 25, maybe I'm giving away the playbook, who knows. 25 BCX times 30 vouchers equals 750 vouchers. Multiply that by, what could you get for voucher? We'll just say 0.008 times 0.008. That gets you $6? No, what? Okay, so $6 worth of value, of which you can go and buy. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting now. So $1.86, you can buy it off the marketplace. But for the $6 that you would pay in vouchers to get a gold foil, you would get one guaranteed gold foil BCX plus 24, and let's do this, 24 times 0.12 is $2.88 plus 1.86. You know what? Still, once again, you're better off buying it off the marketplace, because you can buy 24 regular foil and one gold foil for $4.74. And right now, even with vouchers on this dip, 0.008, the amount of vouchers you would need to spend, the US dollar equivalent comes out to $6. Why aren't people just not selling their vouchers more? I mean, maybe they are. That's why vouchers are dipping, but holy moly. Okay, that was a little bit of a long intro. It's like I hit stream and immediately saw the rabbit hole that I wanted to go down. So let me jump into the chat now and say what's up. We got Pomp in the house. What's going on, Pomp? Good to see you here. Dragon, hi, I'll enjoy your weather. We're getting our first snowfall today. Ooh. Stay warm, my friend. Stay warm. Hardy Stonefish, what's up? Banana says, I see there's some pre-proposals about increasing market and listing fees. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Okay. We can go check those out. Why not? Oh, I even missed the little dot here earlier. How many proposals are there? Adjust market fees, adjust listing fees. Oh, 2 proposals from Claiborne. Oh, so they're like official. Adjust listing fees. Is this going up to 10 DEC a pop? Makes the marketplace more sustainable by reducing low value transactions and offsetting network expenses. After the previous proposal, okay. I thought I heard some rumblings about this. If this proposal passes, the listing fee, both for sale and rental, will increase from 1 to EC 10. File will be burned. File will be sent to the Splinter Lens team. Okay. I mean, you know what? They are paying for the servers for all this thing to run. So I actually am not opposed to that. Proposal is discussing an alternative to another, increasing the market fee to 10%. Okay. There's another ongoing proposal that aims to make the market more sustainable in a different way. It is possible to pass both and implement all changes, or to pass neither. Okay. So pros, reduce transaction spam by increasing the cost of automated repricing, burn 5 DEC, and pay company 5 DEC for each listing, make the marketplace more sustainable. Okay, so that's one. What's going on here? There we go. Neither of them are passing. Okay, I'm gonna vote for this one. This one seems contentious at best. The other one seems like it's not gonna make it. Adjust market fees. Okay. Let's see this one. Okay. Marketplace more sustainable. Currently, there's a 6% market fee, 4% to the marketplace, and 2% burned. I like the burn. Proposal. If this proposal passes, the market fees will change from 6 to 10%. 4% of each transaction will go to the Splinter Lens team. 4%. This proposal originally suggested as an amendment to the previously passed proposal. Crypto Eater. Okay. You know, I don't like this one, but it's not doomed in my opinion. I think that I think that we can do something different with it. Like why increase from 6 to 10? I think if you want to have some go to the team, then just give them a percentage point of this, the 4% that's currently going to the marketplace, make it 3% and put 1% to the team. Because it doesn't matter the marketplace. I mean, I know that's like a 25% hit to the revenue, and I don't want to, for that to be trivial. But at the same time, at this point in time, you have to figure out where the money's coming from. Is it coming from the customers? Sorry, the market transactors, like sellers? Is it coming from the marketplaces? Or will it continue to come from the team? Because technically right now it's coming from the team, right? We're trying to rebalance this a little bit. I don't like the jump to 10%. Like, I can actually live with just increasing it a percentage point and doing 7%. I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't know how I'm going to vote on that yet. All right. Hardy Stonefish is here. I bought some Prime token yesterday. It is 3 times below its all-time high. Do you think it can reach that again soon? What do you know about tokenomics? Anything important that you need to know? Thanks. Man, you know what? I wish I was more of a Prime expert. You know who'd be great for that, though, is Tails. I mean, I did read through a lot of the white paper. I understand that they've actually made a lot of changes to certain things. In terms of like where the price is going to go, I can't tell you that. This is not financial advice. I'll just tell you that like I'm still holding onto my bag, and I'm quite optimistic about it. I think it's one of the game projects that will do incredibly well once Bitcoin goes back into price discovery mode. But yeah, and they have a lot of catalysts, in my opinion, inside of their own ecosystem. So you have Planetfall that's supposed to come out sometime this year. I'm surprised that they have not announced anything for it yet. Sorry, not Planetfall, Aftermath, which is the next kind of expansion set. So Aftermath will be there. Next year, you're going to have Parallel Colony, which I think is probably going to be the first half of next year. Don't quote me on that, but for some reason, I remember reading something or having the impression that it was going to be in the first half of next year, along with a bridge to Solana. So, you know, there'll be a couple of ecosystems that will be able to participate. And then, of course, they have their third-person shooter, which, you know, I don't know how good the game is or how good it'll be, but considering Off the Grid is doing quite well, I wonder if Tau Ceti, which is the Project Tau Ceti, which is the name of it, will end up being something that is well received, even if you have something like Off the Grid there. So I do like Prime. There's also the small matter of people having locked up their Prime token, or essentially staking their Prime token for Prompt, which is part of like the AI Wayfinder project, which is tangentially related. I think it's all under the same banner. So you can receive Prompt token, which is going to be part of like the whole AI play, which means that there's not much liquidity out there right now for Prime. So, you know, in that way, it's not a bad thing. I said this previously on the live stream. I'm myself not staking any of my Prime. I'm just, to me, it's a flip play, right? So it's a trade. I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to like buy into a project forever and hold. Just continue making trades. So I want that liquid. I don't want it locked up anywhere. But I know a lot of people who are really happy with the gains that they've made from the Prompt token airdrop. Ghostly BG's in the house. Let's go. Pomp says, how many season passes were sold this season? You know what? I was actually looking at it this morning, but I did not update it. So let's... I was looking at my other computer too. So let's do this. Let's refresh there. And then let's go over here. So this is 10-14 season. Okay, so what do we need? 208, 6,000. And then 22, 9, 10. 22, 9, 10, 0, 0, 0. And then one more. DECB, 116, 4,000. 16, 4,000. All right, well, we are sitting at 2391. So you can see over the last couple of seasons, we have been on a very steady and noticeable decline. 2 seasons ago, so we'll say mid-February or mid-September, I mean, we did increase, right? So we had that massive drop off to 25.96 once the Wild Season Pass was no longer purchasable in vouchers. Then the following season, we increased that by 2, and then 5% decrease from that, and then an additional almost 3% decrease so far this season. We're only down 70. My guess is that this season is going to be more of a wash because we do tend to see players come in or purchases come in even late in the season. And considering that are we halfway? We're not even halfway, right? This is a longer season too, so keep that in mind. Yeah, 9 days remaining. I think we'll get within striking distance. I'm not saying that we'll pass it, but I think we'll get within striking distance. All right, vlogging says vouchers need more utility. There should be a new card more often. Okay, so sorry. I'm just laughing at the first part of your statement. I'm taking it out of context, but it's like vouchers had too much utility, but it was all like garbage utility, so they were not getting used. And they were taking utility away from, DEC and ultimately SPS. So we took that utility away. So it's funny that now like vouchers are struggling once again. It's like vouchers need more utility. Now, I think that if the cards that came out were actually good and like bonkers good, that could help vouchers significantly. Actually, they don't even need to be bonkers good. They just need to not be available, or like, they shouldn't be like where you get 90% of your benefit on the first BCX, which is exactly what I did. And here, I'm going to show off my epic win using a 1 BCX, level 1 BCX Mana Warden. This is one of my favorite combos actually right now. So I threw him behind Idri Fire, and this is a Fog of War, no heal, but melee mayhem type of situation. So I figured there's probably gonna be a lot of melee, and there's already phase available, so that's nice for some magic protection. But they did not go with any of that. So throwing him in behind gave Idri Fire shield and let her do her thing for significantly longer. That was a clutch miss right there. Bro didn't do much though, so you can see he got retaliated on, and he was pretty much out of the game from there. And then I even lost my rats, which sucked. Because I was really hoping that I'd get a little bit more out of them. Clutch miss there. But yeah, I mean, ended up sticking around for a lot longer. Some nice misses, that's for sure. And this is the best part here. See, the redemption is just so perfect. It's gonna knock out 3 of their guys. I cannot get enough. Anytime there's like a rebirth thing, I just love playing redemption. It is literally my favorite thing. This is actually a little bit closer though. I mean, one more turn, or maybe had they not missed one time, I'd be done. So, good game. 7.2, sorry. And what am I getting here? I have a win streak bonus. I have 2 promo card bonus. So this is why I'm saying I should just go and get gold off the marketplace. But that means spending money, and you know how I feel about spending money in Splinterlands. Brian, what's going on? Let's go shopping as the conflict has done. Yeah, so the video I put out this morning was maybe we were wrong. It's not as dippity dipped as I thought it would be. Now maybe at the lower levels, I don't know. You guys tell me. But I'm wondering to myself if maybe Rebellion isn't the one that you go heavy on, right? Maybe you start saving up for Conclave Arcana and you just focus on specific cards here. So for example, right, I'll give you a couple things that I'm eyeing. Because it's like Endless Ape. When would I ever play Endless Ape over so many other options out there? I don't know. Maybe he's good, and I'm just missing out. But I like the 2 mana cards we were talking about, right? So Alibu Forester. Hey, did this price go up? I don't remember it being that expensive. Holy moly, $1.15. The rest of the 2 mana cards are so cheap. Like Dagon Dark Surveyor, fantastic card. I can, I actually could probably get away with just buying one of these. I mean, what's the value outside of like a little bit of health increase? But again, this Magic Reflect is 80% of the reason why I want that card. Lurking Puffer, like, so here's one where it's like, okay, 80% of the value is right there at level 5. Having that silence available to you, huge. Huge, huge, huge. I have one of these Mariput Magicians. I don't play it often, but I only have one BCX, and it's nice to have a healer. Again, I think 80% of the value is there. You have an odd mannered healer. I don't know why shield would come in handy, but again, I'm not saying that these cards aren't valuable at the higher levels. It's just like, I got it already, right? See, even like him, get that return fire at level 1. I don't even have a single card, but 9 cents. I think I can cough up 9 cents. But see, the blind does come in handy here because it's nice to have a blind that's not attack type specific. So you're not limited to it. Truth is, I probably should have gotten one of these, like some of the dual element summoners in the rare situation that you get. And actually, no, I don't think that'd be good. This guy seems interesting. I come across him a decent amount, but again, is 80% of the value in level 1? He does not get any other abilities. Sure, his health goes up, which is cool. Speed stays the same, but health, I don't know. I don't know how much it costs for a max copy of that card. There's not even a max copy. Whatever 20 cents times... Oh, you can't even buy a max copy. Check that out. So, there's that. So what, that was the comments. Let's look at the rares. Again, we're looking for like 80% of the value at their low levels. All right, so Moxine Rebel, absolutely. And I did buy one of these. I don't even know, I forgot what price I got it for, but I bought it because I was like, yeah, that card can come in handy. Anachron Bolter, yet another one, 70 cents. I'm telling you, 80% of the value is at level 1. Sure, you can buy 60 BCX worth and get that repair, but really? I mean, again, if you got the capital, go for it. Blackmore Nymph, bought this one as well. That was early on. And this thing has won me so many games. Like, well worth the value. I think Anachron Bolter probably is one that I should have picked up a while ago too. Yeah, let's see. Well, we're on this. I promise I'm going to jump back into the chat in a second, but since we're on this rabbit hole now, Captain Fellblade. This is a card that I probably should have gotten early on. Yet another one. 80% of the value is at level 1. Yeah, sure, fine. You can increase the speed and you can increase the attack and all that, but like, I would have played this card at level 1 so many times. I don't know why I didn't. It's $3. Satha Toledo. Here's another one that I actually didn't even know this card existed until recently. I was just like, wait a second. There's another Earth Healer? Let's go. So 80% of the value right there, level 1. Speed doesn't get any higher. Health increases too. Meh. Armor doesn't get any higher. Sure, has a little bit more attack, but what am I using this card for? It's the fact that it can heal. And hell, if you want to go to level 2 and get Lookout, be my guest. That's 4 BCX. It's not 46. Redworm Dragon, probably should have gotten that one early on. It's only $1.12. Only for the immunity, right? Poison rule sets, perfect. Throw that bad boy in there. He can do some damage. Surround him with a couple martyrs. let's see. This is one I again. Weapons training, level 1. It's probably 80% of the value right there. Well, no, there's immunity, which is nice. And then, of course, redemption. So, of course, I mean, maybe I got to get it all the way maxed just for that. But, you know, we're going to do a fun exercise after this. And I haven't even looked at... this, but the thought just crossed my mind. In terms of legendaries, I think this is the only one that I really, really want. It's because it's neutral and because you can get silence at level 2. I think that's super clutch. I mean, if you want to go all the way to void, that's cool too. But I don't know. I mean, I don't feel as though a lot of these units. I don't want to talk about the summoners, but I don't even feel like the legendary units beat me that much. Okay, let me catch up on the chat, and then if I forget about this, remind me and say the word compare in a couple minutes if I just get bogged down in the chat, because I want to come back to this. All right, so Vlogging says, I voted yes for the listing proposal, and it should be even more sophisticated with more dynamic prices or pricing. What's this the one that I voted for? I think I voted for the listing one as well. All right, so Hardy Stonefish, you're welcome. Yeah, I wish I had more. I need to dive further into what's going on, because I get the pings all the time on Discord, like whenever they post stuff. And then I used to attend even like the Echelon Prime. I don't know if they had like town halls or AMAs or whatever it was. But a lot of time I would like tune in. I'm like, I'm not really sure what's going on. And I don't know why I'm here. So I need to go back to doing that. But actually, no, I'm there. All right, just stopping by to say hello. What's up, Bolts? Go Dodgers. Go Splinterlands. All right. Banana says, I still think the best thing for vouchers would have been to get rid of them altogether. Yeah, I mean, you're not alone. There's definitely a lot of people that voted for that. But, you know, we're here. And at least, yes, do I care about the price of vouchers? I do, because I like selling them. So I like more money. But am I as worried about their value overall in the long run? No, because their utility is streamlined now, and they do not have, like, they're not dragging down the SPS DEC flywheel. We're doing that all by ourselves, so we don't need vouchers. So Dragon says, the novelty for Night Stalker hasn't worn off yet for me, but man, rule sets forbid him a lot. Wait, really? I mean, he's Little League eligible, Evens eligible. I guess I can see where you're coming from. But yeah, Night Stalker seems like a solid card. All right, so Vlogging says, I noticed you only speed up the game by 3x. I think you can speed up to 4x. You know what? I've just been so used to 3x that I never changed it. And now if I change it, it's going to be like, oh, why is the game going too fast? Everybody's got ADD. Slow the hell down. But I'm sure for everybody that does watch it on 4x speed, you're wondering why I'm so slow. Nice win. Thanks, Reagan. All right, cheers. Let's finish our second cup of decaf coffee. Mystic Force, what's up? I mean, yes. Devon Smith says the health. Yeah. I mean, again, there's benefits obviously to increasing them. I'm just saying you're getting 80% of the value up front. Burning Out says, hard to be bummed out with a green candle for SPS. You're absolutely right. I mean, you know, Bitcoin not being able to like maintain or go above 69K for long periods of time is a bummer for me, but Splinterlands is fun. Chaos Animator is an underrated non-attacker. All right, let's go look that up. Was that a common card? No, was it rare? What was it? Chaos Reanimator? All right, Chaos Animator. Oh, you know what? I think I could search it. Animator. No, I can't. I thought I could search card names. Well, I can search it here. Chaos Animator. This is a comment. It is a comment. I missed it. Underrated non-attacker, you say? Okay. I mean, level 3 Void, 14 BCX, that's not bad. Hell, see, look, there's another great one. Thank you for that. $125. I think we're going to see a lot of incomplete Rebellion decks in the next modern format. All right. Banana says, it's impossible to sell anything right now because of the constant undercutting. That will be improved with listing fee increases. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the listing fee. Well, okay, so people won't like this, but I actually don't have a dog in the fight, meaning that I don't sell a bunch of stuff. So a listing fee going up doesn't impact me because I'm not selling a bunch of things. But for people that do transact on the marketplace and flip and whatever, like that's a 10x increase in your listing fees. But I'll say that, you know, if a 10x increase, and I know 10x, but if it increased from 0.1 pennies to 1 penny, right? At PEG, 10 DEC is 1 penny. So if an increase, and we'll just even say like a full penny, if a full penny increase is cutting into your profits per sale, then maybe those are the sales that we're trying to get rid of, so that the market isn't just, you know, bumping around. Yeah, you know, at this point, I like the listing fee. I don't care for the increase in the market fee. I think that we can find ways to give the team a share. And maybe they're going to look at that and be like 4%, like 1% or whatever is not worthwhile. 4% is. But I don't like the idea of like increasing the market fees from 6 to 10%. We can go 6 to 7. Hell, we can even go 6 to 8. But that's like, I think there's other areas that you can cut from. Palm says they shouldn't increase the listing fees. They should put a timer that you can't change the price for 42 hours or 7 days or whatever. Well, that's not a bad idea if that's where the goal was, or if like that was the only goal, was to like stop with the undercutting and the constant relisting. And but it sounds as though they want to make the market more sustainable. That's another major part of their goal, meaning the team needs to earn something from it. So I suppose that they could take like half a DEC now rather than, you know, the 1 DEC that gets burned. But I mean, there's a good chance that neither of these pass too, right? I don't know. Have any of like the major whales weighed in on this? Although I really cannot imagine they would get put out unless they had some serious backing. But I mean, look at this. We have. Oh wait, did these literally just come out? There's like a total of 24 million votes. Okay, yeah, I mean, Vugtis is more than the entire amount being voted on. So let's see. Whoa, look, I'm in the top. What? Shout out to Burning Elk. Look at us. We're both in the top. Yeah. Well, let's wait to see how this plays out. I'm just gonna abstain from this for now. It's like, because I want them to change it slightly. I don't want to vote against it. Troy. Whoa, I haven't seen this name around. Bro, can I ask my old account? This account has been flagged as violating terms of service and is not eligible to play in ranked modern format. Bro, can I ask my old account? What do you mean by can you ask your old account? It's been flagged as okay. Well, you can reach out to them, and if it was a misunderstanding, then you're good. If you haven't been in the game for a while, which very well could be the thing, just note that one of the changes made a little over a year ago, last July, shoot, that was 15 months, was to get rid of bots in modern format. So there's an official bot ban in modern format, in brawls and in tournaments. So you can bot, but only in wild format. At which point, earlier this year, they did implement a new permit system for wild format. So you do need to pay 2,000 DEC every season, so roughly every 2 weeks, in order to participate there. If your account was flagged and you want to appeal it, I'm sure that there's like a process. I don't know. Thankfully, I haven't gone through anything like that, but you could probably just tag Royal Eagle in the Discord and he can let you through. Just know that if you were doing some shady stuff and you're going to go that route, they're going to be able to look up all the shady stuff that you were doing. So just FYI, because it seems like they do have decent detection. All right. Banana says, usually if I sell anything, it's because I want DEC right away, and it never works because I just get undercut. Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, I have a lot of extra Chaos Legion reward cards, but I've never thought about selling those, at least not right now. If at some point it becomes profitable to do so, then yeah, maybe I'll sell them. Like, I wonder if like I missed out on the move, like in terms of, should I just, a month ago I should have burned them and bought SPS. Right, but I didn't. Okay, we went through that already. Vilson's here. What's going on? Burning. Okay, hey, look at that. Still feel like I need more SPS. Yeah. Well, we're always gonna feel that way, right? To a certain extent. I want them to give me a reason to want more SPS though. Like, I'm very happy with the rewards that I have. And this comes out, like, I'm gonna make, I had a video idea for this too, because from the comments that I see, especially the really like negative, or, you know, yeah, we'll just call it negative sentiment comments. I think so many people are missing the point, and they're not seeing like the, what is it, forest through the trees. That's probably not even a good analogy. Like, you have so many people wondering, like, and like getting upset that others are spending money. And the main thing is, like, you're forgetting that this is a game or a hobby or something, right, for other people. And spending money on this is something that brings them joy, and they're not looking at the ROI the way that the rest of us are, right? And I don't know what the breakdown of that is, but I can't imagine that somebody who's like buying and spending money on all the cards is like too worried about ROI. Or if they are, they're not, you know, they're just spending whatever. But, you know, maybe I and we were a bad influence on Darkest Night. Dude was just enjoying the game, having fun with it, not thinking about it. And then he hung out with us for too long. And we were just talking about, oh man, yeah, prices keep going down, value keeps going down, blah, blah, blah. He's like, whoa, maybe I am losing money on this. I shouldn't be spending money here. Which is odd because, well, actually, I don't know. I don't think he spends money on Web 2, but just going back to my main point, like, there are people that want to spend money for the entertainment of it. They just want to collect stuff. And it's like, I think too many times you get a lot of comments that are so focused on, like, why are there people spending money? This is a dead project. This is a dead game. And it's like, no, actually, it's, the game's running just fine. And a lot of people are treating it as such, aka as a game, and they're just having fun with it. Like, you never, that's the crazy thing, is that if somebody wanted to spend money on Fortnite skins, the same people here wouldn't say anything to them. Why not? I mean, I don't know, maybe you would, but not with the same kind of like judgment and tonality and all that. Right? It's just like, he's just a Web 2 guy. He'll, you know, they don't get it. But I don't know, some people love the game, man. And I say, you know what? Let them love it. Let them love it. All that stuff burns more of the stuff that I own. More fees equals more pay to earn. True. So, you know, in saying that, I don't know that we've gotten rid of everybody we needed to get rid of. Not that I want people to leave. But, you know, we're going to be in a position soon where maybe after that point, you'll get folks that decide that they want to exit out. But my fear is that we enter into another like bull run, and all the people who are like, oh, I'm gonna get, I'm gonna sell off, blah blah blah, and exit the game. It's like they become greedy again. It's just human nature. They decide to double down, or they decide to buy more, or maybe they sell and buy back in later, and I don't know, whatever the case is. And now we're stuck with another 4 years of complaining. It's like, ah, dude, why don't just take the money and run? You were ahead. Because I absolutely believe we're going to go into another downturn. I think if you don't think that, you're being naive. Like this game exists in the crypto world, and while it would be nice, and I would absolutely love it if we could avoid the 4-year cycles, I just don't think that's going to be a thing. All right, Blockchain Project says, hello, I'm going to push that Blake marketing ad to come to the next SPL town hall and present his plan. Cool, do it. He should. He's got a month to figure something out. Speaking of which, I didn't reach out to him. Or I sent him like a message, welcome message on Twitter. Or I guess it was a tweet. Not like a private DM. Plus, if he wants to hop on sometime. All right, so where are we at? Market fees, yada, yada. Okay, so we're only 24 million. You can see that we're probably not even like 10% of the way to how much. But it's, to Matt's point, it's been nice to see that there's been a solid response to Conclave Arcana. But 2 days plus another 7 days puts us what? Oh, the 30th. Okay. So team is probably going to replenish their DEC stores by the end of the month, which I think we knew already. I remember talking about the end of the month. So yeah, they're down to 118 million. If they're doing roughly 40 million a week, they'll get down to maybe 50 million by the time they're pulling stuff out. But at that point, then we just have so much more DEC in the ecosystem. That thing is never going to peg. I put out a video a little while back talking about reverse engineering the flywheel. And I'm starting to think more and more so that that's going to end up being the case. Meaning that we're going to get to a point where SPS rises, and you can see that it's happening, which is awesome. But SPS rises to a point where people just start burning DEC for energy because it's cheaper, it's on a discount, and the amount of SPS that they're winning per battle, the value of that SPS reaches a threshold. Right now, that threshold is 1.22 cents. Right, so if we can get to 1.2 cents, all of a sudden it becomes like a 50-50 gamble. And I know there's many people out there that like to gamble and have a better win rate than 50-50. So we're not quite there yet. That's going to be another, 50%-ish gain from here. A little bit less. But, yeah. Dragon says, I'd love Blake to come on here. He'd probably like the invite. You think so? Maybe. I'm like, I wonder if other team members would like the invite, because I've never sent one out. And I've always said I don't want to have the team on here. This is my private little corner to chat. But marketing, I think, is different in the sense of just getting a broader vision, talking through it. Because in the town hall, it's hard to compete with Matt. Rightfully so, right? When Matt talks, it's like everybody else just kind of like let Matt do his thing. We want to hear what the vision is. Burning Alex says, team is running real low on DEC though. I feel like a lot was spent over the weekend. If he doesn't like it, that speaks volumes. Uh-oh. True. Also, it's nice to see land stake back up. I haven't even been checking. Where's that at? Oh, you're right. Somebody just threw 13 million on the land. That's good. What do you mean the land stake? So we're just looking at land stake. So I just remember us being at like 1.477 billion. Now at 1.49. So people come back. keep in mind, this used to be over 1.5 billion, but we've just, oops, sorry, continuously removed from there. I need to, Dragon, thank you again for that land plot. I promised you that I was going to get it up and running, and I have not done that yet. So that is my project this week. I won't be able to get 50,000 DEC on it right away, but hold on, let me see if I have, what land plots could I, or what units could I throw on there? Actually, wait, we can rent cards, can't we? I should totally just rent a bunch of cards. How much is it for? I don't even know what it'll be worth, but let's see. Give me gold foil legendary. Maxed. We're doing, oh wait. What's the cheapest gold max gold for legendary to rent? Zyvax Vool for 2 cents? 2 cents a day? But you know what? I don't think there's any way that I'm going to be making more than 2 cents a day, or I guess 10 cents a day from it. Actually, maybe. How much is grain worth? How much am I making here? Oh, you know what? I haven't checked my production in a while. Also, I told you guys to remind me to get back to that topic, and I completely forgot. Oh, I also need to just get him started for... Oh, wait, I have DEC already available. Hold on. You know what? Let's throw some units on here. I know they're going to start consuming grain, but we're going to do this live, Dragon. Oh, I need a power core or a Rooney. Do I not have any Rooney available? I thought I did. I don't have any Rooney, and I don't have any power cores. Dang it. All right, I guess we're going to buy a power core today. There we go. Wait. It says in-game balance 3. Oh, for the land plots I already own. Okay. God, it feels bad buying a power core. Nice 5,000 DEC just down the drain. Better off just buying a Rooney. All right. Is this gonna go through or what? While that's going through. All right, Greed Dragon. Oh, I see about the land stake now. Thanks. Yeah, that's awesome, especially with DEC a little up. All right. I'll get it back over 1.5. Let's go. Seasonal only. Oh, okay. Thank you, Bolts. Seasonal only. Okay, good to know. Do it. That math will be interesting. Yeah, indeed. So I'm glad you get to play around with it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, I need to make... I actually need to put some of my best units on it because I want to be completely self-sufficient when it comes to grain later on. I don't want to be in a position where the land plots that I have, really it's just the two land plots, one jungle, one forest, where all of a sudden it's like not worth it for me to go buy grain from the marketplace and work those land plots. Get addicted to wasting money on land. Funny. Okay. Well, I guess we'll come back to this because blockchain is behind. Sorry for getting your hopes up. Okay, here's what I want to do. Oh, actually, hold on. You said seasonal only, right? Seasonal. That's still about 2 cents pop. But there's like no liquidity there. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so what I wanted to do, let's reset these filters. Actually, I'm gonna move my mouse. My mic. All right, reset filters. Oh, we did, but it's still gold. That doesn't reset then, does it? And this doesn't reset either. All levels. All right, so what I want to do is have some fun with this. And if this makes you upset, then that sucks for you. Okay, let's look at Earth. Oh, sorry, let's go to card sales. Let's look at Earth and let's look at melee. Okay, so for example, what am I trying to do here? Now I forgot which one is which. I think so. I'm trying to find tanks here. Okay, so like let's look at Earth for example. You can go for Warborn Chieftain, and he's really just okay. I don't care for him too much. He's not bad actually though. But I'm trying to okay. What I'm trying to do is compare like what's a scenario in which I would use like Endless Ape or Leo Saros over Warborn Chieftain. And this is probably not a good example, so let's go to water. Okay. Here's a good example, maybe, I think. Like you got Sea Dog of 8. This is a rebellion unit, okay? I mean, not bad. 7 mana, 4 damage, 4 speed, can self-heal. But in what scenario am I using that guy over Commander Slade? Or even Alpine Skink? Both of which are reward cards. This is a better example, I think. Yeah, I mean, I like both of these tanks way, way better. Sure, he's good for odds. But that's about it. And then maybe like a self-heal, whatever, like self-heal is good. But that's about it. All right, let's check another. Okay, I think this is a good one. So you got 3 options here, right? You got Chaos Golem, who is the legendary fire unit. Return fire, enrage, and retaliate. 9 mana. Well, for 8 mana, what do you get with Drybone Megalodon? Well, another fantastic tank that can put a second tank behind him, has retaliate, and has thorns. I think I'd go with the Megalodon. Maybe you want to go with a budget option, so you go with Chaos Orc. This is, again, you'd have to buy this card. But come on. For 6 mana, what, you get Pierce and Trample? Like, nah, dude. I'm going with Drybone Megalodon all day long. All right, let's do one more. We did fire, water, earth. Let's do death. Actually, we'll go through life as well. Not many tanks here. All right, Executioner Kron. Okay, so this is from the core set. All right, decent first ability with the Void Armor. Weaken and Oppressor, nice. Your other option here is Urjak Braves. Is it same mana cost? Yeah, same mana cost. Not as fast, not as powerful, but you do get immunity along with silence. And did I mention you get this card for free? Just by playing the game? I know, it's not perfect. Look, that's why like every card has a little bit of an advantage here and there. Okay, this might be tougher. Baradalin. Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat a legendary 11 mana card. What is this? Armored Strike, Taunt, Shield. Yeah, look, this is a solid card. Can you replace it with someone else? I mean, the only other option really is... like, none of these guys are real tanks. Well, I guess this guy. Silverblade Fighter, but he's a unit as well, or he's a core set as well. And he's not bad, actually, when you think about it. Silverblade Fighter. But I guess Skyspire Leopard is the only one that's... Yeah, this is a reward card. 5 mana, so significantly cheaper, but you get that... I don't know. Okay, so you can't replace Baradalin. But you do get Olivia the Brook. For free. And then... Oh, these are both. Okay. All right. Well, that was interesting. Let's do one more. Let's look at magic attackers. And let's go with fire. So Ember Guard, Firestorm. Okay, no. I mean, it's hard to beat Darg and Captain Fellblade. Shock Trooper's been fun, though. I do use that card. Oh, but you know, it's hard to do Anath Soothsayer. Anath Soothsayer. Okay, so water wins. It's a point for Rebellion. You know, I'm going to give another point to Rebellion here because there weren't that many good ones there. So for death... Ooh, Arachne Weaver's fun, though. That's a good card. So is Dark Arborist. I think death goes to reward cards. And then life. This is a tough one. I think the results speak for themselves, though. Olivia of the Brook leading the pack. I do like Anacron Bolter and Mariput position, though, so might just be me. Sorry, can we do one more? I mean, I'm having a little fun with this. Fire. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to compete with that, so that goes to Rebellion. Martoran Trader, though, another great card. I use this one quite a bit. Earth. We'll give that one to Rebellion. Okay, so there's still value in buying Rebellion cards. I'm not trying to talk you out of it. In fact, I'm trying to talk you into buying 500,000 more Rebellion packs. All right, let me jump back into the chat here. Oh, you guys have been busy. Where did I leave off? Bolts loves land. Don't forget terrain type. That's true. That's true. Bolts me too. All right. So Dragon says, I'm deciding about buying extra magic plots everywhere outside of my track to make refinement buildings. Oh, you are really thinking ahead. I don't think land's not going to be something that just takes off right away unless they can stick the landing, yeah, pun intended, on 1.75 and give us more than what we're expecting. Meaning, outside of just getting the resources up and running, can they get us into a situation where people actually need those resources for something significant, something that's ongoing in the game? Do you see Rices for Rebellion Summoner? I'm assuming prices going down because $200 to $500 for a max summoner is a bit too much. What's up, State of Survival? Haven't seen you in a minute. Glad you're still around. I actually, so you know what? Someone's gonna be able to clip this in maybe 3 to 6 months and make fun of me for it. But I'm gonna go on the bullish side here. I think that really the only valuable thing that's coming out of Rebellion right now are the summoners. And not even all the summoners, but just summoners as an asset class, card class in general. Because the Rebellion reward cards, similar to the Chaos Legion reward cards, are quite good. And so I think if you have those next year when Conclave Arcana comes out, if you have decent reward cards, you have the summoners, specifically the legendary summoners, you'll be already in a class of your own to supplement whatever you decide to do with Conclave Arcana. So to me, the most valuable cards, and I'm not talking from a dollar perspective, I'm talking just from like a utility perspective, for Rebellion are summoners. And again, I don't want to say that their prices are not going to come down. I just think that that's where the demand is all going to be driven to. Like when I'm looking at these cards all throughout this live stream, I was looking at certain cards that were, you know, I can get this card to level X, right? And I get 80% of the value. You can't do that with summoners. If you're playing at the highest levels, you just can't do that with summoners. So therefore, for me, even if I'm looking at other cards and being like, oh, I can get this at level 1, I can get this at level 3, I would probably want to have all of the summoners, right? At least all of the legendary summoners at that level, at max level, to stay competitive. And here's the thing. That's the same whether I'm in Wild or Modern. Because even if I'm in Wild, like my account is able to make it into Diamond Champion on its own, right? With just the summoner. So I don't want to be going up against other cards and being like, oh, you know what? I'm going to use a level 2 Tofu and think that I can win, right? That's just not going to come in handy. Bolt says, maybe someone can delegate you a card for your plot. Ask Alex T or Joffrey Jones. Or your guild. No, I mean, I can, I'll be able to get it up and running. Howdy, Paul Taylor. Good to see you here. Brazen Blake coming in on YouTube today. Let's go. What do you get from Magic plots? What's it give you? Right now, Magic just gives you a bonus on research, right? I mean, you can still farm grain or SPS, but you get a bonus if you do research. And then at some point in the future, I believe Magic plots are going to give you magical resources. So having them could be incredibly rare. And as blockchain projects here notes, they also give you hope. You know, we haven't talked, I haven't looked at this little land graphic in a while. So let's see. Lands. Let's look at Pretoria. So what am I looking at here? Okay, magical resources. So what's interesting is that there's not too many like magical dragon plots. I wonder which is going to be the most valuable overall. I wish they had gotten land up and running sooner. What a shame. Wow, there's still 5,000 plots unsurveyed, another 8,000 unclaimed. Gonna be interesting. All right, let's go back. Let's see. Where's Bitcoin at? 67,200. All right, we're not doing much there. I like that SPS is holding though. That's always a good sign. But we've seen that for the most part, right? Look at even the last 60 days. It's a good looking chart right there. Granted, it's all speculation, but still, there's a lot going down between, well, I guess between now and Conclave Arcana. You know what's actually the move? All right. I mean, yes, you could totally be speculating on this. I mean, you totally are speculating, but let's say you wanted to go heavy on Conclave Arcana and you wanted to start building up now. What should you buy? DEC? Well, sure, there's an upside on DEC, but it's not nearly as close as the upside to SPS. Nor are you able to earn a passive income on DEC. So sure, there's like a what 20-ish% upside on DEC to get back to peg. But I think the upside on SPS remains higher just simply because where you probably have a lot of people who are buying SPS now and they're like, oh, well, you know, if SPS goes up to a penny or SPS goes up to 2 pennies, all of a sudden, like my Conclave Arcana packs are cheaper because I'm buying that SPS with the intention of burning it to buy packs, right? During the pre-sale. Not only that, in the meantime, you can stake that SPS, earn vouchers on it, earn more SPS, and rent your SPS out for DEC. Now, it's just a matter of being patient, and it's a matter of hoping that the game and the market are in a better place 6 months from now, 5 months from now. But as long as SPS doesn't go below 0.0086, and even if it does go slightly below, you've earned more SPS and other things along the way. It might be an interesting game being played. I don't know. All right, let's see here. Burning Oak says, I bought a few magical dragon plots on speculation almost a year ago. Whoa. Don't ask me how those are. Yeah, no, I know. Dragon says, one thing people are overlooking is that we need magical essences from magic plots eventually to make elemental essences required for elemental food, which is way superior to grain. Yeah, but that's also like 3 years away. Sorry, I'm being obnoxious, but yes, like that's not happening anytime soon, man. I mean, we're talking about 6 months to get 1.75 out. If there is a 1.8 and a 1.9, I can imagine those being 6 months a piece as well. Colony and SPS is the play for me. Oh, you know, I haven't played Colony or Mooncarts in a bit. I know they were planning to nerf the earnings on there, but how has that been for anybody that played? Listen, I just wish I wasn't broke at the moment. Fair enough, man. We all wish we had more. Just going all in on SPS isn't a bad idea at all. SPS was at 7 to 8 cents when Rift Watchers was on sale. Dude, that was so long ago. Market is completely different now. And keep in mind, SPS was at 3 cents. We almost, if you want to round up, we got close to 4 cents when Rebellion came out. But there was a lot less SPS back then. And Rebellion came out at the same time that Land came out. And Land, as you can see, did eventually eat up 1.5 billion DEC plus, right? Because a lot of people had to set up, what's that called? They had to burn for time crystals, or they had to burn DEC for, oh gosh, what's that called? Power cores, what I just tried to buy. There you go. Wilson says, I don't play the game. I think we meant Mooncarts. I just like that they will bring more games, and theoretically that would be the value added in the ecosystem. Yeah. I mean, you know, so the town halls, which aren't really town halls, but whatever you want to call it, office hours that they have are really disappointing. I mean, sometimes they're good, but like last week, nobody showed up. Oh, I'm sorry, one person showed up, and then Aggie put out like 5 lines talking about, let's see. So he said, waiting on Mooncart's update should go up soon. This is last Friday. White paper for Steakhouse Den should go live soon. And then we'll do a DAO request. So I guess we're right on the cusp of a lot of different things going out. Oh, he also said third-party game should be going live soon. So that's 3 things to look out for. Third-party game, Mooncart's update, and Steakhouse Den white paper. But I'm sorry, man. Like, again, I actually want to see them succeed. I want to see Arcade Colony do well. Just I'm obviously sitting on a good amount of Colony, and I like playing Moon Carts, but I cannot trust any timelines on any of that. So my guess is that, how long did it take for Moon Carts? Was it 6-7 months? Pre-sale in February. Sorry, we were playing the game alpha in February. Pre-sale in March. Game came out in September, October, maybe September. So yeah, 6 months. Now I know that Aggie's saying that a lot of the stuff is ready to go. But I don't know, man. It's one of those things where like I want to see it succeed, but I'm not doing anything with it until it's actually out. Dragon says, I sold my level 3 Biz Kitty when SPS dipped below 8 cents. I remember that all too well, but I'm glad I did. I'll get it back one day. Nice. I got Magic Dragon Epics for $400. How much are they going for now? Burning Elk says, can't wait for Aggie to drop these in Q2 20. But you know what's funny? Like, I know you're joking or half joking, or maybe not. I don't know. But like another 6 months does sound about right. Like they do not have people. Like their team is probably in a worse financial situation than Splinterlands. And they have Moon Carts. They have V2 of goals. I mean, how many people are even playing Moon Carts anymore? Let's be real. There's going to be this other game, third-party game, and then Steakhouse Den. Of which Steakhouse Den isn't even done yet. I think he said 2 or 3 of the 4 games are like set to go. I don't know if that means that they can launch it without the final game being ready. So yeah, you know, I'm with you on that. Q2 of 2025. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep stacking whatever colony they give me for, you know, staking SPS and staking GLX, whatever GLX that I have. Mini J, what's going on? Do or do not. There is no try. SPS to the moon. Let's go. Bilton says the timelines are dog shit, but I still believe whoever buys some now will be in profit. Yeah, well, okay. Oh, just token, not game assets. Yeah. Well, that's why. I mean, I've talked about Colony several times on here, right? So I like. I mean, it's so risky. So risky. But it is interesting, right? I mean, this is like the micro of microcaps. It's not even $1 million yet. And where's it at today? I think it even dipped further, right? So, yeah, 0.00045. Yeah, we'll just keep on stacking. If something happens, then we sell. Complete leeches from the ecosystem. Unless they come up with a good game. Mooncarts is cool. But I guess it's too difficult for people to just jump in and play casually. Mooncarts is now cratered. Nanocap? Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it. Burning Elk says, our Mooncarts and Steakhouse become abandonware like GLS. Yeah, how many people are playing GLS right now? No judgment. Like, I'm actually genuinely curious. Are you playing GLS right now? Are you enjoying it? I mean, you don't even have to enjoy it. But who tagged me in Discord? Next physical promo, Aftersound to release vinyl LP. OAA. That's funny. What's the proper thing? Is it just soon and then TM in the soon TM? I don't know. I think that's right. What does that even mean again? I'm just copying something that I saw on the internet once. That's dangerous. Oh man. Good. Oh my god, it's been an hour and 15 minutes already. Holy moly. And I mean, I don't mean any offense to you guys, but it's felt like we haven't even talked about anything crazy today. I've just been rambling on here like a madman. Bitcoin's down, SBS holding, like all that stuff's good. I feel like I just keep on diving into random rabbit holes that I would be doing by myself if I wasn't live. And you guys are just along for the ride. So thank you for that. Where is the value? Oh, you know what? Let's do one last thing. I do want to check out some gaming tokens so we can finish on a not necessarily Splinterlands centric topic. Let's look at categories. And it's gaming. Okay. Dude, check that out. Everything is on a dip in the past 24 hours. Axie Infinity's holding. But everything else is red. Where's Splinterlands? Are we page 1 yet? I don't think so. We're still like... Well, maybe. Hold on. Nope. Dang it. We're still not even a top 1,000 project. Where are we? 1,021. But look at us. Green on the 7, green on the 24. God, we're such a shit coin that we're down with Breeder DAO. Medicaid. Like, what are these things? How is Shrapnel so low? I guess they fail. Oh, damn. Genopet's down here, too. I still have the app on my phone. It still sends me messages or notifications every day. Come check on your guy. No. Okay. Oh, we shall wait for a green day. Oh, Prime is below $9 again? Oh, pain in my ass. Come on, Prime. I thought you were better. But check out, like, Illuvium's down under 200 million in market cap. Oof. It's crazy to me that some of, like, I've never heard of, like, Mines of Delarnia. This thing is $100 million market cap. Wilder Word I've heard of. Carrot. Oh, yeah, that's one I gotta grab, actually. Gods Unchained. Heroes of Mavia, Star Atlas. Man, somebody just get Bitcoin to 100K. Then all these will pump. All right, Colin's not even is not even on CoinGecko. That's how early we are. Well, I mean, that's one way to look at it. There's a chance it never gets on CoinGecko. Colony, to my understanding, is not even bridged to any other chains. Like, it lives solely on Hive Engine, right? All right, Burger Cities, Altura. Seems like a good day to buy, not financial advice. Market's red. We're heading into the end of the month here. Guys, election's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Jobs report 11 days. Election 2 weeks. Or I guess we'll say 15 days. bro. How is Pepe a $4 billion token? It's just outrageous. It is just outrageous. Oh, Caspa. Remember Icy Flow? He used to talk about Caspa all the time. Then he disappeared. Not because of Caspa. Actually, I don't know. Maybe. Hope he's well. Jupiter, WorldCoin. Polygon took a hit too. Wow. Wow. Oh, remember I was talking about Neo the other day? Chinese Ethereum from 2017. That thing's still around with a $700 billion market cap. What is going on? What's happening on that chain that it's worth 700 million $1 million? I mean, it's not like I think Splinterlands is the most amazing thing in the world, but it's got a working product, a very transparent team, a decent game. I don't get it. Sometimes I just don't get it. I'm not saying we should be worth $4 billion. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but some of the stuff's just like, well, like what's going on here? You know, imagine if the Woo token, whatever happened to that game? Is anybody playing Woo these days? Was it World Wrestling, a wrestling online organization? Oh, you may be depressed looking at land prices right now. Hey man, don't kill the messenger. I didn't bring the land prices down. I'm just pointing it out. Wilson says, I trust Aggie will sell the shit out of this when the time comes. Maybe. But you know what you need, Wilson, in order to sell? You need something to actually sell. And right now, he's got 2 working products, GLS or GLG and Mooncarts. And Mooncarts is more impressive. But that's because GLG is like, there's not much going on there. I don't know, man. This is gonna be an interesting time period. I think everybody feels probably super burned from a lot of the investments and promises that they were made back in 2021. Like, I think if you stuck around in the space and, you know, if you were to keep your ear to the ground on things that are going on, I think you'll do well. Meaning that, like, you know, what are the things that really started to launch in the bear market and are getting significant hype already? Illuvium, Prime, Parallel, right? Even off the grid, their token isn't even out yet. I think you'll do well because you bought in super cheap, and at some point things are going to pop off for those games respectively, right? But otherwise, like, I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed with the lack of popping off that happens in certain areas. Burning Alex says, maybe I'm just an Aggie hater now, but I don't trust him to do anything. Fair enough. I'm a Matt Maxi now. It's funny. All right, so Why Not says, live and learn and get rewarded for keeping at it. I think next year will be liftoff for the super tactical game. I hope so. I think that there's so many challenges that Splinterlands faces, but what's good about it is that You got some whales who absolutely love the game. People with like serious capital. And I maintain that, yes, obviously we want new players to come in, but new players don't come in until they see the earnings and the rewards and all that stuff start to really skyrocket. Now, the thing is, we have a chicken and the egg problem where in order to get things to start skyrocketing and for scarcity to be felt, you need the players to come in. But in order for the players to come in, you need things to be skyrocketing and, things to feel scarce. So we have to rely on the current group here, me, you, and like I said, the aforementioned whales, to eat through a lot of that excess stuff. I have some high hopes for hardcore mode. I hope that it can be awesome. I have some high hopes for lane 1.75 as well, although we don't really know what else is going on with it. And I think once we can put Chaos Legion behind us, which is a very difficult page to turn for many people here, but once it's in the rearview mirror and we just start focusing on what's going on in the future, I do genuinely feel things will be a little bit better. I mean, you're never going to be able to get rid of the sting of Chaos Legion. I think everybody who lost out on that it sucks. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is if we get into a situation 6 months from now where you have people like, let's say SPS jumps to, I don't know, I don't want to get too crazy here, but let's say SPS jumps to 2 cents, 3 cents, right? And all of a sudden the people in modern at the higher, echelons of modern are earning like 100 SPS per win, right? So, I mean, we're talking about like $2-3 a win. You'll start to get a lot of people being like, let me buy some more of these Conclave Arcana packs. And then that gets you into a situation where, we get into maybe a little more of a virtuous cycle. A lot of people start buying things. SPS starts going up higher. More people come and be like, hey, wait a second, who's here earning like $24 a day from this game? This is kind of outrageous. Okay, let me buy some SPS. All right, I need like 20, 30,000 SPS. Let me grab some. I mean, that 20, 30,000 SPS per person goes by very quickly, all right? When we're burning a lot of SPS, when people are holding a lot of SPS, all right? So could create for an interesting time, but that wouldn't be until I think the Conclave Arcana time period. Blockchain project says SPL team transparency is probably the main reason I stuck around. I agree, and I really do miss the weekly AMAs. The monthly thing is cool, but like But yeah, I mean, Matt is way more transparent than he needs to be. I even commented on the down haul that he did with Cryptomancer a while back, and it was just like, thank you, because even like public companies don't share as much about like runway and how much, I'm sure they do, but they're like regulated to do it. Matt doesn't have to do that, and he does. The ability to ask the CEO questions, absolutely. Oh, Azracon's in the house. Did you say whales? Speak of the whales, and the whales shall appear. Why Not says, it wasn't until the second top of the last bull run that SPL hit its heights with the release of Chaos. Who's to say that it's not the same next year? Better luck any. So this is one thing that I'm actually really excited about. If we move forward with this proposal and we get this set out in the middle of a bull run, that's awesome. Not at the end of the bull run, because I think 2025 is going to mirror 2021 in many ways. Not necessarily like double top and all that, but and China FUD and Elon Musk tweets. I think just in general, like we're going to follow the same 4-year cycle, and getting the new pack set out sooner rather than later, which, would be closer to the end of whatever the cycle ends up being, is going to be huge, in my opinion. So, Azricon says, you mean speak of the devil or boogeyman? It's Halloween. Well, we were talking about whales, so I guess however you want to frame yourself, my friend. I was going to stick with whales. The boogie, you should change your usernames to the boogeyman of Hive, especially for Halloween. All right, guys, it has been an hour and 30 minutes. And sadly, I don't think my being online here is going to push Bitcoin back above 88,000. Or sorry, whoa, 88,000, Freudian slip. Sorry, 68,000. In fact, we're going down. But as I said earlier, good sign. SPS is holding for now. And we shall see how things move. But I'll be back online tomorrow with more useless commentary for you guys. Hopefully the markets will be a little bit greener tomorrow. We only have a little bit more than a week left in October, and I'm hoping a week left in October, 2 weeks left until the election, and then yeah, hopefully some good times after that. But that's all I got. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll have more content coming out later this afternoon, and more live streams and stuff to chat about later. Peace.